Hey YouTube, welcome back to Universe X, and today we got some very exciting news. It looks like we've gotten our very first inklings of the Zenkai just mechanic, and not even actually inklings. Like we got a rundown. So this is pretty cool. Most of this video is going to go off the assumption that you've already seen the direct. So if you haven't already, I would just go and look at the official video. Just go to their site, look at the official video. Link will be in the description. And yeah, like, seems to be pretty cool. Like, I am very excited to talk about this. So we're gonna be referencing the trailer a lot, and yeah, I do want to say that if you haven't already joined the UniX fam, think about joining it. Hit that subscribe button so you never miss a beat. Hit the notification button, and then just like the video so this trends. I'm hoping that this becomes a huge video because this is a huge turning point, it seems, for our game. The other plugs are just as followed. You can go to PPG to get singles and seals from, you know, the link that specifically is tied to my channel. That'll help me out a lot. You got the Universe X Discord as well. And yeah, it's all just gonna be in the description. So let's hop into it because this is hot. The Zenkai just mechanic is introducing two zones. One is going to be the Zenkai deck, which is going to contain a mixture of the two new card types that they've introduced in the game, which are Zenkai Leaders and Zenkai Battles. So those will be in there. But there's also the Zenkai Energy section, and the Zenkai Energy section is going to be a new area to charge cards to via, you know, just a new mechanic that we're going to get into with the video. Like I said, if you haven't seen the official video already, I would go to that because we're referencing it heavily here, but we're not going to just fully go over it. I guess, unless we kind of are. So, yeah. When it comes to these type of cards, I suppose first we'll talk about the Zenkai Energy mechanic, and then we're going to go into the Zenkai Leader as well as the Zenkai Battle. So, the new Zenkai Energy mechanic says that once every battle, and this is on your turn or your opponent's turn, once per battle, you can choose one of the cards that you've comboed with in your combo zone, one of the cards that's in your combo zone, and you can add it to the new Zenkai Energy zone. It will be Zenkai Energy corresponding to the the color of the card. So if you take a red card from your combo area in a blue-red deck, it'll be red Zenkai Energy, and that is what that multi-layered card-shaped box with a number is on these Zenkai cards as a cost, because Zenkai cards will need two different kinds of energy. They'll need normal energy, but they'll also need Zenkai energy. So yeah, that's that. And then we're gonna hit that a little later. We're gonna come back to that, but that's as easy as it is with the Zenkai charging. You could swing combo with a 5K and decide, hey, this needs to go to my Zenkai energy instead of my combo area, or instead of my drop. And then you'll just keep it going like that. So a lot of wide attacks with a lot of different combos will allow you to supercharge your Zenkai energy area. Now, next, we're going to go over and start talking about cards. In the video, we got revealed two different cards from the new mechanic. The first one was a Zenkai Leader, and this is SS3 Gotank's Warrior's Growth. I think it's a growth. I see grow on there. I'm gonna assume it's a growth. But his effect, and we're looking at this from the little capture, Z Awaken. If your life is at 5 or less, mono green Gotanks. Pay the skill cost in the Z energy. This card, yeah, it's a little blocked from under your Z energy. Basically, it's coming from your Z deck on top of your leader. And it says that the leader needs to be on its back side. This is leader's back side, and I can see that much uncovered. Auto, when you activate a unison skill, or a union skill, play one ghost token with 15k power in rest mode. Activate main, limit 1, draw 1 card, and switch this card to active mode. Activate battle, limit 1, remove 1 Sun Goten and 1 Sun or Trunk, or one Trunks Youth. Just, yeah, from under this card. Oh no, in your Z energy from the game. And this card gains plus 15k and double strike. And this is an activate battle. But at the end of the battle, you remove this card from the game. So it seems like you power up into this card, and then you are going to be able to have these juiced up effects, but then once you're going to be able to pull a souped up Champa out of your butt and slam your opponent. And you guys already know how much activate battle effects that change how much damage you're doing are just very strong. So that's actually really cool. And then because this card gets removed from the game, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that you'll be able to, you know, if you have multiple SS3 Gotenks in there, you're going to be able to play 3 Zenkai Energy in order to have him come out again. So this is actually pretty cool, because I don't see any limitations on how often you can awaken a Z-Awaken a leader. Now, this goes to show, like, this is like the model. Now, I'm not sure if every Z leader is going to have like a powerful ultimate effect. There might be some Z leaders that are more static. Like, there's no way to know until we see the full set, but I like the fact that leaders can get like a new level. I'm assuming if they're going to be Z leaders that don't go away at the end of like an ultimate like effect, like, you know, when you -7 a unison, I think those are probably going to have more stable effects, because this is destructive. Going up to a 30k double strike after your opponent has to choose whether to block or counter is a little destructive. So I would hope that I mean, either they're all going to be like burst ultimates like this, or you're going to have some that are more stable but less punchy that just stay. But I like that a lot. I like that a lot. So that's pretty cool. 3 cards out of here. Now, one thing that I do want to mention before I move on to the next one is that your Zenkai Energy go to the grave after you use them. So it doesn't interfere with Overrealm. It just kind of like, you can't use Overrealm if you've been heavily using Zenkai charging. But once you start using your Zenkai Energy, you're going to be able to then Overrealm. And I think that's pretty cool. So let's actually talk about the next card. This one is a doozy, guys. We've got a SS4 Son Goku, Defender of Life. He looks incredibly beefy and jacked. And he's a 2 cost, but he has 3 Zenkai Energy. So you'd have to have been in 3 different battles and comboed 3 separate times in order to fill up your Zenkai Energy this much. So you'd pay 2 energy, and then you'd take 3 red cards out of your Zenkai Energy area and put them in your drop, and you play him. And his effect reads as follows: Deflect, Double Strike. Auto, when this card is played, place up to 1 sand card from your drop area under this card. And this card gains barrier for the turn. Additionally, if your opponent has 4 or more life, deal 1 damage to them. Activate main once per turn. Red, if your leader is a pan-only card and you have 4 more energy, and Great Ape Son Goku, the aggressor, under this card gains plus 5k power and dual attack. Now, this is talking about a pan leader, and then the other one's talking about Gotenks leader. So these are both started at cards. So I'm assuming that Son Goku, the aggressor, Great Ape Son Goku, the aggressor, is just another starter at card. But yeah, this card's gonna gain plus 5k power and dual attack. These reboots are pretty much streamlined, updated versions of their old counterparts. So I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that playing this card when you have pan on the field is gonna automatically make it 25, which is then going to bring it up to 30k if you have the 4 energy or more, and Son Goku, the Great Ape Son Goku, the aggressor, under him, making this guy a dude that's gonna come down. He's got Deflect, he's got Double Strike, he's gonna get barrier for the turn. He's going to burn your opponent for 1 damage as long as they're 4 life or like more, and then he's gonna get dual attack after that. So that's crazy. Potentially bring them down to from 5 to 4, or from 4 to 3, and then being a 30k double strike dual attacker with barrier and deflect. That's a monstrous effect, and he can come out for 2 energy and 3 Zenkai Energy. I'm loving it. So that is a major plus. And the coolest thing about this is that since they're coming from your Zenkai deck, these are going to be unalienable strategies that you can use. There's not going to be a moment where you're like, well, crap, I just didn't see my boss card. This is a heck of a boss card, and he's always going to be off to the side in a separate deck. So I think that's just something that's really worth taking a look at. It's just honestly crazy, and I think that this is going to revolutionize the game. This is a massive boss card that could end the game on turn 4. So it looks like they might be trying to go back to just like a little bit shorter games. But I'm liking the way this looks a lot. So the other thing this kind of brings up to me is that you want to have a good economy of cards that you can use in a correct manner to fuel your Zenkai boot or your Zenkai combos, and so, or your Zenkai Energy. Sorry, it's early. Like, I'm scrambling. I gotta be out. But yeah, like, it's basically, and I say early, I just mean like I'm constricted on time. As soon as I saw this spoiler, I was trying to make time to make this video, but work is work, and so I'm trying to make sure that I have this. But when you're looking at stuff like this, you're really looking at a mechanic that requires you to neg from hand. So I think the next best step is starting to ask yourself which cards allow you to not neg from hand to make Zenkai Energy. Because if you're throwing a combo away every battle just to like get super thick, that's eventually going to blow out your hand. But we do have cards that allow you to kind of circumvent that. If you look at unisons like Frieza Unlikely Savior and Vados Cosmic Aid, those are both unisons that allow you to combo with vanillas once per your opponent's turn. And so that's going to be on your opponent's turn, just a card you don't need to use. A card that comes to mind really heavy right now is actually the new Android 17 and 18. That's a blue blue unison that's going to be able to offensively and defensively combo with the 5K once per turn. And that 5K is going to immediately become Zenkai Energy. You won't have to neg a single card from hand. The cards that you are putting in your grave, your drop in general, are going to become immediate fuel. But this also changes the economy of certain things. You can now combo with stuff like Great Ape, like, you know, Sand Instincts, Son Goku. And then you can put it into your Zenkai Energy, and if you know you're going to immediately use it for a Zenkai play, he's still back in your drop to pay to and remove for draw effects. So I think this is just a really crazy step in the game, and I think it's going to be really fun. Just another layer of plays to make more options, and they are actually bringing together the consistency of this deck, because your Zenkai deck is going to be able to just, like I said, it's going to have unshakable strategies that you can't say RNG locked you out of, because they were always there. It was just a matter of you putting them into play, not seeing them. So I am very, very excited for this set. I just am. This is crazy. And then at the end, they kind of show a little bit of a stinger here. Just looking around here, I see a Zenkai Bardock. I see a Zenkai Piccolo that are both leaders. Over here, I see a Vegeta. I see a, it looks like Otherworld Goku. There is a Gohan from Super Hero. You can tell by the kind of 3D cell shading, but also his outfit. So you already know what color I'm about to be in next set. You just know. Let's see if they put any other cards. No, just like they're talking about, yeah, they said you can support old cards with new Zenkai abilities. So I am super excited. We are finally able to see the splash art, and just like I said, you can see there's a SSB, like there's a SSB Vegeta, there's a Ultra Instinct Goku, and just like I said, there's Piccolo and Gohan in their original poses from the starter deck from set 3, as well as the set 1 leader for Gohan, and they're here. So I called that one. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm super excited for this set. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about this. I think I just kind of went over the basics of the Zenkai stuff, but I am just really, really, really happy to be over this. So we have a new zone, 2 new zones, the Zenkai deck for consistency, the Zenkai Energy combos bring the Zenkai Energy from, you know, outside of the area into the area, and you expend it to the drop along with energy costs to pay the like the payments for the costs for these Zenkai leaders, these Zenkai just battles. So yeah, I think it's gonna be a really, really, really cool space for the game to be in. So yeah, thanks. I don't know how many times I can say so yeah, I'm just excited. This is a crazy breath of fresh air. So I will see you guys next time. If you like the cadence and the information, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I will be so happy to cover more of this as more information comes.